Hello and welcome to Live and Golf Studio. I'm Simon Wilson, your PGA professional, and today we're going to be looking at the latest thing from Ping, the G410 irons. So let's look at some of the things that they've kept and some of the things that they've improved on. So they've kept the same technology that they've got with the G series and the G400 irons, the Core I technology. So that's designed to get hotter ball speeds off the club face and hit that ball further. I've got here the G700 iron and the G410 iron. What you'll notice actually on both clubs, they've now got this tungsten weight on the toe. So this is designed to increase the peripheral weighting of the club and increase that forgiveness that this G410 and the G700 offer. So the way that Ping have designed this club head is that they've tried to increase the flexing zone over the club face, which is going to create even faster ball speeds than the previous model. I'm going to test this out later, see if that is actually true, and see how it compares to the G700 irons. So this club could actually replace the G700 irons if it's that good. We'll see by some of the tests of the ball speeds and how they match against the previous model and the current G700 irons. So Ping have used the performance enhancing technology that's in the G700 irons. They've shortened the blade length and they've reduced the offset on the club head, but have maintained the moment of inertia, keeping this club the most forgiving club of its size. So first of all, I'm going to hit a few shots with the G400 iron, then I'm going to hit the G410 iron, then I'm going to hit the G700 iron, and we're going to compare and see how the ball flights have changed, see what's good and see what's bad. So let's give it a go. So first of all, I'm going to hit 6 shots with the G400 iron. Let's have a look at how they go. I'm going to compare it with both ball speed and club head speed, so there isn't going to be any bias, hopefully, from the results. So purely off the average distance that we're going to get from both. So a little bit left there. You tend to see the ball going, when it goes a little bit left, it will go that little bit further. So 96 mile an hour club head speed, ball speed, what's that at? So that's at 127 miles per hour. A little bit left on that one. I do have a tendency for the ball going left. Getting a little bit left. 95 mile an hour that time, club head speed, with the ball speed of 128 I think it was. So fairly forgiving so far with the Ping G400. So that was a fairly straight shot, slightly pushy. .96 mile an hour. So I'm just swinging it quite smooth at the moment. The feel's a little bit clicky with the G400, a little bit firm off the club face. Shot again. So a bit more club head speed that time, 98 mile an hour. So the ball speed should have crept up with it. So yeah, 129 on ball speed there. A little bit left on that. So I'll be using the same shaft with all 3 clubs. This is the KBS, it's just a stiff flex. 129 ball speed. Again, around 98 mile an hour club head speed. So I'm going to hit this one a little bit harder, see what happens. So ball speed there, crept over 130, 131 ball speed. Club head speed 101. So gives us a good idea, hopefully running into the G410 to see how it performs. All strikes there were pretty clean. So as far as looks goes, I like the finish a little bit better, a bit more polished, less smooth. It looks more like the cast head that it used to be. Sits nicely. So I think that's quite good. So club head speed 95 mile an hour. It's gone a long way for a nice smooth swing really. 128 ball speed, so ball speed is very similar. Call that a little bit heavy that time. Not perfect. Still got a very long way. Now that's a mishit that, so it'd be interesting to see where it flies. That was definitely bottomy on the club face. So that's relatively forgiving really, because that's gone a very similar distance for a miss hit. So miss hits I suppose are as important as a good strike, because we're not going to hit good shots every single time. And it performed quite nicely. So again, I didn't feel like a great swing there, but it's gone straight and it's gone long. Okay, one more shot. I'm going to hit this one a little bit harder. So that was a 130 ball speed and relatively low club head speed. I'm going to give this hopefully 1 over 100 mile an hour club head speed, see how it reacts to the ball speed. So 99 mile an hour club head speed there, not too bad. But the ball speed is quite impressive. It's gone up at 3 mile an hour from the G400 iron. To be honest, I was 2 mile an hour slower there. So first impressions, it seems like the ball is coming off the face faster than the G400 iron. Okay, let's have a look at the G700 iron and actually see if this is here to actually beat, well, the G700. So again, same shaft, G700 iron this time. So I'm not changing the ball, keeping the shaft the same, G700 iron. So obviously this is an oversized head. It's got a nice distance that. 97 mile an hour club head speed, 131 ball speed. So ball speed is quite good. Obviously this is the most expensive club that Ping do at the moment. So I hit that pretty quickly again. 133 ball speed. Slightly smoother one. Three, 2 ball speed. Call that slightly heavy, slight miss hit. Okay, one more with this. I'm just going to hit this one a little bit harder again. Try and get it over the 100-mile-an-hour club head speed. Relatively accurate. 99 again. Okay, so from first impressions, I think the G410 is just that slight bit behind the G700 iron, but the G700 iron is an oversized head with a massive sweet spot. It's got a larger area for it to spring from to generate that ball speed. So let's briefly look at the figures that I've just got from there. Obviously 6 shots is not conclusive at all, but it gives us an idea of the performance of the G410 iron with both the previous G400 and the current G700 iron. So let's look first of all at the fastest swing that I actually put on each one. So the G400 iron, that one had a ball speed of 131, but the club head speed, if I look at that, yeah, is over 100 miles an hour. That's 100.9 miles per hour. So 131 ball speed there. Based on that, let's have a look at that in comparison to the fastest one I hit with the G410. So if I look at the club on here, I actually didn't get as fast, but I got faster ball speed. You can see the strike wasn't quite out the center there either, so a slight miss hit is giving me faster ball speed there. I reckon I've had it out the center there going faster than 135 before, but that's not too bad at all. Let's see the strike again with that. So I had a much more central strike with the G400. It never gave me as much ball speed as the new G410, which is promising. It shows that they have increased on their ball speed, which they have described in their new club design. So let's compare that with the G700. That was a much better strike. Similar kind of club head speed to the G410, sorry, and ball speed to 135.6. So the ball speed there is a fraction faster than the G410, but look at that strike. That strike was a lot cleaner. So with a cleaner strike on that shot that was 100 mile an hour or 99 mile an hour, then we may have seen the ball speed similar, if not even beating the G410 there. The G700 even. After the brief look we've had, the comparison of the 3 clubs, the old G400 with the new G410 and the old G7 or the older G700 irons, it looks like the G410 is definitely an improvement from the G400 irons. Maybe not quite hitting it as far as the G700s, but we've got that forgiveness still designed in with that tungsten weight creating that higher moment of inertia. Do I think the G410 iron has improved on from the G400 iron? Yes, it has. I hope this short little video has given you an idea of what these G410 irons have to offer, how they perform, what they look like, and go try them out yourself. So thanks everyone for watching, hit a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.